Hey Pisces, this is EJ from Taurota Tarot, and this is your Dig Deeper reading for the month of March 2019. I hope everybody had a good week. I hope the month is not treating you too badly. March is not, I'm a Taurus. I have Pisces is my moon sign. And so when we're talking about rising signs and moon signs and Venus signs, the bigger things are your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. Your sun sign. So you're Pisces, and that is your overall who you are, Pisces. But then for your moon sign, so say for instance, you have Taurus as your moon sign and maybe Cancer as your rising sign. Your moon sign tells you how you process emotional shit, how you think about things, how you see things. Your sun sign is the sign that you are at the core, but then your rising sign is the person that people see first. So let me use myself as an example. I am Taurus sun, Aries rising, and Pisces moon. So I am a Taurus at the heart, but when people meet me, and a lot of times people say, "You born in April? You're a Taurus? You're an Aries?" No, I'm a Taurus, but my presentation comes across as an Aries. So remember that your rising sign is really how you come across to people, even though that's probably not who you are at the core. But when I do readings for people, a lot of times, for example, air signs, swords will come up, but then there'll be a bunch of wands. And if you can't match up where that extra energy is coming from, that probably means either you, person you're dealing with, has something in their natal chart, their rising or moon sign, that is a fire sign. So that's why you see all that extra energy. Okay, I'm through preaching and talking and teaching and shit. Let's get to the good shit. So this is for Pisces. This is for March 2019. This is a Dig Deeper love reading. 3 for recent past energy, 3 for current energy, 3 for future energy, 1 for overall energy, 3 for guidance from the universe, and an oracle card. Yeah, I got oracle cards for guidance and encouragement from the universe. So Pisces, let's get this kicked off here. Cut the cards. A reminder that I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. And let's get started, Pisces. So for your recent past, you have the Six of Cups. You have the Princess of Cups. 10 of Wands. Your current energy. 3 of Wands. Ace of Wands. Doggone, Pisces. This is what I'm talking about. So with all this wine, fire energy, it can indicate, it's not necessarily an end all be all, but it can indicate either you, Pisces, have some strong fire in your natal chart, or the person that you're dealing with is a fire sign or has fire energy in their chart. The last one for current energy is the Lover's card. Future energy, King of Cups, Judgment card, Wheel of Fortune, and from underneath the bottom of the deck, Pisces, Death card. Oh, that's your overall energy. Ain't bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. So let's talk about this, Pisces, and see what we got going on for the month of March. It looks like coming out of your recent past, so we're going to just say for shits and giggles, January, February, you had a visitor who was also an ex, who was talking a lot of shit about coming back and getting back together and the good days and what we used to do. From there, it looks like you, Pisces, may have put some emotional distance on this, whatever, coming back. You just weren't feeling it. But from there, it seems like there was stress and just a burden of trying to process why this person was coming back to you. Spirit is telling me this past relationship, this ex, this trying to wheedle their way back in, because Cups is Pisces energy. That's water. It seems like it just got stressful. You didn't want to deal with the same old, and it didn't sound like this person was coming back with anything new, different, better, great, nothing. It was just the same old thing, but they missed you. They missed the stability in the relationship that you had with this person, but you stressed out on the whole thing. It kind of shut down. With the death card being your overall energy, it's telling me you've matured. You're making some transformations. That's what the death card means. It's not about just falling out and into the coffin and into the ground. No, it's about transformation, and you are trying to make big changes in your thinking and how you're processing your emotional shit. And that's what that little yellow bulb in the middle is telling me. You're trying to change and shine some light where you haven't been in the past as far as your relationships. I dare say, had this been a year or two ago, you may have taken this ex back, but you've grown up. That's a good thing, Pisces. I don't give a damn how old you are, 99, 19, 29. You've matured. You've emotionally matured. And so the same old is not going to do it for you now, because your thinking is different. The way you see things is different. The way you want to do things is different. And so people coming with that same old bullshit, it ain't going to do nothing but stress you out. Remember, your overall energy is... And I get kind of angry when I see other readers, oh, it's a death card. And in some instances, depending on the card layout and what's around the card, the energy, depending on how the reader processes the energy, this ain't no end-all card. Now in some instances, and I think as readers, we are kind of obligated. We can't just jump up and tell you, oh, you gonna die next week. That's tacky, that's in bad form, and that is not a good thing. But in 90% of the cases, it doesn't have anything to do with anybody dying or anything that negative. As far as humans are concerned, it has more to do about you making transformations. You dying out of oneself and into a new self. That's really what the death card is. And for you Pisces in this reading, this is about you maturing. And I applaud you for that, because you made, I'm hearing Spirit telling me, whoever this is resonating for, you've made some big strides in your thinking. You've made some big strides in how you're trying to handle your relationships, and that's a good thing. That is never a bad thing. For your current energy, and this from the 10 of Wands, from your recent past, the stress, to the 3 of Wands with your current energy, you are afraid of being cheated on. Let me just put that out there. That's where you are right now. You are looking, even at this old relationship, the potential. I know some of you have a potential waiting in the wings, and you kind of just checking them out from a distance. This is what you don't want. This is the thing, and this is what you're dealing with right now. You're weeding through people, people lying to you, saying, oh, I'm not married. No, I have a girlfriend. No, I don't live with nobody. No, I have a boyfriend. Whatever, however's resonating. This is where your head is right now. You are hunting this shit out. You do not want this in your relationship. You're not looking for nobody that's already connected to somebody else. You are looking for freestanding. And so with this, your mind is right here. Now, let me say this to you about your current energy. You can't stay right here. You can't be so worried about whether or not the next relationship is going to have elements of trickery in it. Let me say it like that. Because if you stay here, you're going to start manifesting this shit again. And again, with your overall energy being the death card, you really need to finish making that transformation and letting this energy go. If you truly like somebody, if you honestly fall in love with somebody, you cannot have this thing hanging in the back of your head like, is this somebody else? Am I the third wheel? Are they the third wheel? You can't. You got to let this go. I know this is where your head is right now. You wondering, if I get with this one, or if I get with that one, are they going to cheat them? I have to go through this shit again. And this is not bad thinking. This is analytical thinking. That's a good thing. But don't forget this. So that you're even thinking about it before you get into the relationship is good, but don't hang on to it. Let it go. Ace of Wands is telling me you are looking for inspiration. Same thing. You're looking for somebody that's going to make you look just like this. Oh, shit. Really? You're fine as fuck. Oh, and you're honest too? Oh, hell. Come on, let's go. And this is your centerpiece card. So at the core of the reading, at the core of you, you are really trying to find and focus and find this person that's going to make you look like this, that's going to make you feel like this, that's going to inspire some empathy, almost as if you're looking for a muse, somebody that's going to turn you on and turn you out and make you think differently and do differently and be excited about the relationship and keep that awe and wonder in your eyes. That's your overall energy. Lover's card, still in current energy, is telling me you're going to have a choice to make. And whoever, I'm not getting for you Pisces, and this ain't going to resonate for everybody because somebody going to hit me up and say, well, I've been in my relationship 15 years. You didn't say nothing. Okay. I'm just telling you what Spirit is telling me right now. So if you've been in a long-standing relationship and you don't have any decisions to make, and this reading is not resonating with you, that's okay. But for those of you that are in between relationships or trying to make a choice about one person or the other, whether from the future or from the past, you have some decisions to make, Pisces. And this is a part of the overall energy with you maturing. Do you want to fall in love and sacrifice everything, or do you just want to be in love and just kind of hang out? It's a difference. It's a difference. When you fall in love, you lose control of the situation because now you are at the behest of your emotions. So, you know, depending on where you fall on that I'm in love scale, it could be the difference between you robbing a bank and you just getting married and getting eloped and going to the Bahamas and starting over again. Got choices to make. You've matured. Here we go with this again. You've matured. So that you're thinking about your choices, Pisces, is awesome. Keep doing that. Weigh the pros and the cons. If you need to get a pen, a pencil, a piece of paper, an index card, the back of a book, whatever, write those positive things down versus the things that are negative for whoever it is you're even thinking about dealing with, whether it's the ex from 2 years ago or last year or whatever, or the new person that you just met 2 months ago. Think about it. Think about the choices and the consequences of those choices. You know, if I fall in love with this person, does that mean we're going to move to Honolulu and live happily ever after, or we're going to stay here? They may have children that you have to deal with, blended families, all of that. So this is a choice, Pisces, that you are currently trying to process and get in your head. What exactly am I willing to give up? What choice is going to be the best choice for me? And the Lover's card, it's a major arcana card. It's not necessarily about, oh, I'm going to fall in love right away. It's going to be all up. No, it's a process card, actually. It's about making choices and how and why you're making those choices, which resonates with the rest of the reading. For your future energy, Pisces, we've got the King of Cups. And this is telling me, don't get complacent, Pisces. Don't get... let's go back up here. When you get to this choice thing, this is telling me don't get complacent and just pick the person that you know has got the roadmap already laid out, because that's going to be boring for you. You're going to be sitting there looking just like, oh, this is what I signed up for, seriously. And the King of Cups energy, this is your energy, this is water and emotions, Pisces. And this is really about compassion and support and comfort, but it's also about emotional issues. Also about emotional issues. So we come back here to making the choices. Don't get complacent. You know, don't just pick door number one because that's what you're used to. You know, well, this person works the same place, we can carpool together, we can do this together. Yeah, you're gonna get sick of that quick. So don't get complacent in your thinking, and just don't settle for the first thing that pops up. Back to that decision making again, and then back to the overall energy. You're maturing, you're changing, your thought processes are changing, but don't. Sometimes, you know, you get so far off into the changing part, your foundation is shook, and you're not secure. You're more insecure and more vulnerable. This is telling me that whatever decision you make, Whatever decision you make, don't get complacent and don't choose the one that you know is going to be boom, ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. And you at the end of ba-doom are bored and tired of the relationship. Judgment card, we still talking about the same thing. Still talking about the same thing. And this is not coming back so much about the forgiveness or, you know, the apologies or the sadness that sometimes goes along with making a decision. This is really about you making the decision. Make that judgment. You need to. This is a major arcana card with this Lover's card in your overall. So we'll just do the overall first. This is your overall. This is current energy. This is future energy. You see, you got all these big time cards. This is the main theme. Changing, transformation. Current energy, making choices. Standing up in that choice that you make. And making peace with those that, you know, if door number 2 didn't get picked, you might have to make some peace with somebody just to, you know, especially if it's in a work environment and you've been kind of lightweight kicking it with somebody and you decide he or she is not the one. Go on and stand up in that decision. Make that decision because that's a part of this whole process. Decision making, transformation. The last one on the board, the last major arcana on the board right now, the Wheel of Fortune. It is what it is. It is what it is. We can choose our destiny to some extent with the decisions. Your soul has a lot to do with that, and how you came into this experience. But be mindful of the decisions that you're making because they can alter your life path. And again, this is coming back to me. You know, that complacent energy that had you sitting somewhere you don't really want to be sitting. So think about the decisions that you're making, the people you're making those decisions with. Think about the transformation you're trying to make. Think about the sacrifices that go along with making those choices. Make them wisely, Pisces, because you got the devil under there and he's watching. And you can fuck up if you want to. You be on some other shit and then you be back here talking about, I don't know what happened. Be mindful. This is just telling me to tell you, be mindful of the choices that you're making. And remember that this card kind of encapsulates the other cards that I just had. The Lovers, the Death, the Judgment card. Think about the choices that you're making. Think about the sacrifices that go along with those choices. If you get with this person, you may have to move. If you get with that person, you may have to move, and you might not be moving up. You may be moving down. So think about those choices. Think about those choices. Let's see what the universe has for your overall energy. Let me shake these up. Oh, Pisces, it ain't a bad thing. It's decision time. And I think with it being Mercury retrograde, let me say this because that plays a part into this too. It talks about retro. It is just what it is. Retro, backwards. And analysis. Let's just call it forensic analysis. You're looking back on things, you're reevaluating, you're reassessing, you're reviewing, you're redoing things. Mercury retrograde, I know a ton of you have seen people in the past week you ain't seen in ages. I'm like, damn, where the hell you come from? I had a guy at work tell me a couple days ago he was thinking about when he was in the service and he got on YouTube and found some shit. It's that kind of energy. Everybody's going back and reviewing and looking at, you know, things, especially you Pisces with this ex coming back. From your recent past. That's review. Even though Mercury probably wasn't in retrograde, there are about 2.5, 3 weeks before anything goes retrograde where that energy starts picking up. It will be slow and gradual at first until you get to the day of the actual retrograde. But the energy is there long before we even start talking about anything going backwards or looking like it's going backwards. So understand, this is not by accident. And as another reader says, people lie, cards don't. So this is telling me, you know, especially with Mercury retrograde, exes and things are coming back to you, and you got to look at what happened in those relationships from your past, where they went wrong, if they went wrong, or why they stopped. If they stopped, it seemed like they stopped for no reason. You got to look at all of that. So let's see what the universe has for your guidance. Five of Wands. Another major arcana, the World card. And the Queen of Swords. So universe is giving you some clear messages, and nothing confusing or lost on it. You've got 4 wand cards on the board in their energy. I don't know who it is. You Pisces, if maybe your rising or sun sign or moon sign, fire, or the person that you're dealing with is a fire sign. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Don't get scatterbrained. That's what universe is telling you. Do not get on that freeway and start riding around and getting off every exit and looking at everything and getting ADD about some shit. Do not lose your focus, Pisces. Don't lose your focus. Don't get here in this current energy about making this choice and lose your focus and get all caught up in some other stuff. That's what it's saying. Keep your focus. Remember what you're looking for. Remember what you're looking for. You want somebody to spark this in you and not this level of complacency. Universe is saying don't get scatterbrained. Don't have, it's more of a caution to don't let one person take you off your point. Don't let that one person you're considering have you on some damn wild goose chase on some bullshit. The World card, choices. The universe has you. It really, that's really all the universe is kicking back, is that whatever decision you make, you'll be successful, and know that when you're making this decision, that whatever you decide is going to be a good decision for you, and the universe will support you in that decision. With the Queen of Swords here, and again, you may have somebody that's got some air energy floating on. This is the only air card on the board. It is, but this is just kind of blowing in and telling me to tell you to make sure you got your boundaries intact. Make sure you got whatever you're trying to start or restart, as it were, has some kind of good foundation for you, so that you are not in a relationship 6 months down the road and, people are coloring outside the lines, and you think about, we didn't really talk about this aspect of the relationship. So make sure whatever relationship you're thinking about getting into, that you got the groundwork done first. Don't just jump in. Oh, I'm in love. Don't just jump in. Look, make sure you got your eyes open so you can see exactly what's going on and make a good decision about your romantic future. Let's see what the Oracle cards got for you, Pisces. I shuffled these right before I got on cam, so I'm going to just shake them up and pull one for guidance and encouragement for Pisces universe, please. One for guidance, encouragement for Pisces. Hey, y'all are not shaking out. What the heck? It's a team effort. Dun, dun, dun. It's a team effort. Pisces, just know that the right person is going to be the one that's talking about us. Not me, but us. That's what I hear. Make sure the person that you pick fits your plug. You hear what I'm saying, Pisces? It's a team effort. To have a relationship, to have a good relationship, is a team effort. That's all it is. Everybody has to be focused on the same thing. You cannot just get into a relationship and have no goals. You have to have a goal. You have to have something to look forward to. You have to have some kind of outcome. So you have to go into the relationship thinking that way. It's a team damn effort. So make sure the person you're picking fits your plug. Because if they ain't got the right plug, it ain't going to work. I'm just saying. And a relationship is a team effort. It ain't I'm in this relationship by myself. No, if you're in it by yourself, you ain't in a relationship, right? So remember, it's a team effort. It's a team effort. Make sure the person you're trying to hook up with fits your plug right. And if they don't fit your plug, they got the wrong little, these little prongs. If they got the wrong prong, y'all know this. I'm old. You young folks, y'all know. your Apple don't fit no Android. You hear what I'm saying? You pick the wrong person, they don't fit your plug. Messed up. I'm just saying. Think about it. Remember that you're maturing, you're transforming, and that's a good thing. Think about the choices and sacrifices and consequences that go with those choices. I love you, Pisces. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend and a good rest of the month. I will see you soon. Bye, y'all.